Together, my friends. Focus your energy.
It's working. I can feel that thing. It's coming. Get ready. Did it! I felt every blow as if you were hitting me, but the creature's death has put an end to the pain. Praise the Eight that our tormented flesh has been put to rest. Yes, I do believe we can pass on. Yet I must ask you to perform one more favor, if you would. These items still radiate with power from this odd ritual. Would you bury them for us? I am most grateful for this kindness. Take the items to the far end of the graveyard. There you should be able to find a suitable space to bury our effects in hallowed ground. I will meet you there. We did well, stranger. I am thankful that the threat posed by that creature ended here.
I think we're done here. I'm eager to see what waits beyond this mortal life. Farewell. Your kindness will be remembered.
We saved some of the townsfolk and the abomination was destroyed. I am at peace with what we were able to accomplish here. Thank you.
I grieve for those we lost, but I'm happy we were able to foil Rizal Jul's plan. I feel a measure of peace. I did as much as I could to help my town and the people of Rivenspire. Rizal Jul was empowering that abomination, making it stronger. We would not have been able to stop it without your help. I am grateful. We were in pain. Your kindness saved us from a tormented existence. I sent my husband to Camp Tamrith. If you happen to meet him, tell him what happened here.
The roads aren't...
All right, the Countess has given us our orders. Let's head west and see if there's any truth to those disturbing rumors.
Need something to run?
You sent the guard west to chase a rumor? We need those troops to protect Shornhelm.
Only some of them, Baron. My father would have done the same. Captain Genevi will discover the truth and report back.
Countess, Baron, please. We must remain focused. As long as Montclair controls the upper city, the whole region remains at risk.
How can we trust you, Count Ravenwatch? Your friendship with Montclair is well known. What did you offer those captains to betray us?
I care for the Count even less than you, Baron, but he hasn't done anything to warrant such accusations. Yet.
We must end this debate and take action. Make an example of the two traitors and retake the upper city. How can the two of you not see that?
I do not disagree, Baron, but we need to proceed with caution. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. I know I make you both nervous. Perhaps we should continue this after our blood has cooled?
Mind your tempers, gentlemen. We have a visitor. Come forward, friend, and state your business.
Bah! You both try my patience. I can almost understand what drove Montclair to abandon our triumvirate.
I returned to Shornhelm after my father's death to find a city divided and our land in peril. Baron Dorell means well, but he'd rather rush forward than take a moment to examine the path ahead. But what brings you to Rivenspire, friend? Of course, the light provides as always. Baron Montclair is changed. We need to find out what has driven him to this perilous course of action. A letter? A journal? We need something to give us more insight into why he has betrayed us. 2 Shornhelm Guard officers. They defected to Montclair's side and helped him take over the upper city. Look for Orlazog Grayarzal and Juberik Gain. Perhaps you can deal with these traitors and discover Montclair's motivations. Baron Dorell can tell you more. Ambitious? I suppose he was no more or less so than any house noble. My father never liked the man, though. But to change so drastically? I suppose he hopes we will surrender and agree to his terms. But that's not going to happen. Neither House Tamrith nor House Dorell will give in to such outrageous demands. And I know the High King won't allow such treachery to go unpunished. The Baron sees me as a child, and I find him to be a pompous ass. Light grant me patience. I know that he wants to appear strong, in control, but we need to peer into the shadows and determine what has led to Montclair's bold actions.
Was it sweet Tamrith? Whoever it was, sent you to die.
Hey, you there!
help here. Damn Montclair bastards caught me snooping around. If you unlock this cage, I'll be your best friend. I needed some quiet time. What do you think I'm doing in here? I went and got myself captured. I'm one of the Shornhelm Guard. Look, let me out of this cell, and I can... I appreciate the help. You're all right in my book. Now I need to report back to Baron Dorell.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
That was an unwelcome surprise.
Jor-El and Tamlet send you? Let me show you the power I've gained since joining House Montclair.
This fucker has been sitting here since I got on. You're being reported for loco hobo bitch.
What news do you bring from the upper city? Have the traitors been dealt with? Damn! Montclair's Argonian is as crazy as an outhouse skeever. His soldiers kidnapped a few nobles, grabbed them in broad daylight. Probably hopes to use them as insurance against us. But he must realize that I never... Then we have to act fast. Go to the Muse and free Lady Aurene Tamrith, Nethan Albergama, and Sir Estienne Gillen. If you can take out Rizal Jul along the way, all the better. In the meantime, we'll mobilize the Shornhelm Guard and retake...
This Rizal Jul seized nobles. Such brazen acts must not be tolerated, Baron.
Indeed. Time to act, Countess.
The Fevered Muse. I haven't thought about that place since I was a child. It's a ravine beyond the upper city. It's been sealed off for years. They used to send the ill and infirm there. Those afflicted with the plague, Khajiit fever, Argonian leprosy, things like that. But that was a long... It's a dank old place. Oh, I remember now. The sewers. You can sneak through the old sewer tunnel. It leads to right near the entrance of the Fevered Muse. The ravine is riddled with small caves, as I recall. There's an even older section, an ancient ruin. If this Argonian is using a portal to bring reinforcements into the city, I suspect those ruins would make a proper staging.
Not so fast, my friend. You don't have to deal with this on your own. I assume you have come to rescue the nobles and stop Montclair's reinforcements. But if Riz Al Ghul is here, you shouldn't have to face him alone. I am not without resources of my own. When I discovered that Montclair had left the city and heard that the nobles had been taken captive, it wasn't the Argonian. Now, he has been at Montclair's side for a long time. He is a skilled warrior and an alchemist. I believe he may also have darker interests, including necromancy. I have loyal associates. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Suffice to say, we have nothing but Rivenspire's best interests at heart. Now,
I prayed that I wouldn't be left to that lizard's torture. They poked and prodded me. I'm of House Tamrith. How dare they?
Send someone for me. He's the ambassador from Alakir. Did I mention that? Baron Montclair and his Argonian general, Riz Al Ghul, attacked the nobles of Shornhelm. This is an outrage.
horrible Argonian, Rizal Jul, said he would turn me into a powerful creature. Why would I want that? Ah, sweet freedom. Thank you so much for coming to my rescue.
I'm surprised Baron Dorel didn't accompany you here. He's never been one to shy away from getting his hands bloody in defense of house and country. Shornhelm's stability affects all of Rivenspire. If Montclair and his allies take over the city, I fear all of Rivenspire would soon fall. And then they would look beyond our borders. He's always fancied himself the true. I usually leave politics to the other nobles. I prefer to deal quietly with the more unusual problems. As for the why of things, call it an obligation, but now is not the time to discuss. I suspect that Rizal Jul is behind that stone door, along with his portal. We need to stop him from bringing through more reinforcements.
No time to deal with these fools. Kill them. Kill them all.
can feel the magic. There's a portal close by. We need to close it before we're overrun by more. I should be able to close the portal. It won't take me more than a few seconds. There. That should keep them out. Shornhelm will be safe now. I shall begin my research at once, try to determine where Riz al Jul has gone. In the meantime, you should seek out the High King. With the portal closed, we stopped Riz al Jul from sneaking more Montclair troops into the city. It is frustrating, though, that Riz al Jul slipped away. No, and that's what worries me. He must be tracked down and dealt with swiftly. Thanks to your efforts, though, Montclair's plan to take control of Shornhelm has been stopped. You should inform High King Emeric and the other nobles. According to my sources, he was close before I entered the Mews. I have no doubt that the Shornhelm Guard has reclaimed the upper city. I assume Dor-El, Tamrith, and the High King are even now in Shornhelm Castle.
I was just about to go in after you. Thought maybe you were stuck in a cage or some bunch of whiners. Montclair's troops. The moment we really pushed back, they broke off and demanded we accept their surrender. Dor-El wants to execute the lot of them, but the Countess wants to consult with the High King. Wanted to let you know that High King Emeric has arrived. He's in Shornhelm Castle with the Baron and the Countess. Me? I think I might leave when this is all over. Join the Fighters Guild. See the world. Certainly could use the change.
What do you want?
Here we have the savior of Shornhelm, I presume. You should know that Baron Dor-El and Countess Tamrith have been quite generous in their praise of you. I trust you were able to close this portal Montclair was...
I'm not surprised. Verandis and I go back many years. He has a habit of making people nervous, but I've been trying to reassure Baron Dor-El and Countess Tamrith he is... Then I suppose we'll have to track him down, he and Montclair both. I fear Montclair's ambitions may be far greater than simply...
Thanks to you, we have an excellent start here in Shornhelm, and I will devote my resources to fortifying the city as quickly as possible. We're secure here now, and we have to ensure it remains...
Shornhelm may be secure, but reports from other parts of the kingdom suggest Montclair is stirring up trouble everywhere. Countess Tamrith and Baron Dor-El will each take a detachment of the Shornhelm Guard.
As you might have guessed, I'm thinking you are best suited for tracking down Riz al Jul and making sure he doesn't go opening any more portals into Shornhelm.
Did Verandis perhaps mention any suspicion? Then I suggest you join him. Knowing Verandis, he's returned to Ravenwatch Castle to study whatever evidence he may have found. You'll find it west of the city near the town of Crestshade. I'm counting on the two of you to stop Rizel Jewel, and soon. I should warn you, Ravenwatch Castle is as strange as the man who owns it. His family is very old and they have strange traditions. Don't worry, though. I have no doubt about the fact that he's on our side. You may rely on anything he says. Of course, I'm a veritable treasure trove of useless... I've known Count Ravenwatch since I was a boy. My father even sent me to study with him for a time. House Ravenwatch is one of the oldest noble houses of Rivenspire. Well, if you must know, he's part of the reason I'm wearing this crown. When I first proposed to form the Covenant, many people opposed me. Verandis, however, without any urging, supported my plans and helped sway it. I think he did it because he was tired of bloodshed, and he knew he could trust me to always work toward peace. If I can end this conflict and restore it here, I will consider... As long as it takes. I knew that having the noble houses share the throne wouldn't last. I should have chosen one of them to rule years ago. To be honest, I feel I'm partly to blame for all of this. And it's my duty to... The last time I brought an army to Rivenspire, it was to put an end to Rancer's war. That isn't a memory I want to reawaken in this region. Besides, it will be better for all concerned if Rivenspire resolves its own problem.
Now that Shorn...
Well?
Gwendis, my child, slow down. You eat too fast. You don't want to harm poor Carlin.
We need to feed to get stronger. When Montclair shows up, I want to be ready.
That is not our way, child, and you know it. Stop feasting, now.
Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Count Verandis. You know I only want to help.
Of course, my child. Now, let's clear away our meal and welcome our friend. Colin, as always, I thank you for sharing your life's blood with us.
I live to please, my lord.
I apologize if the scene before you makes you uncomfortable. I did not expect you to arrive during our mealtime. As for why I kept my true nature hidden, well, let's just say that Emmerich insisted, and one does not refuse. Well, I've been called far worse, but I prefer to think of myself and my companions as gifted. We are not ashamed of our condition. We are not monsters. Now, this is the part where you gasp and ask calmly. The High King is a wise man, which is why I supported him and not the Mad King Ronsa. We all have the ability to make our own decisions. Long ago, I decided to live in peace with the mortal world, not feast upon it. You were able to drive off Rizal Jul and take back Shornhelm. Those were no small feats, I assure you. But Emmerich needs our help to restore Rivenspire's tranquility. You need to understand. Walk with me and I will explain. There is much I need. Adusa, please make sure Gwendis behaves herself. Poor Carlin needs time to recover.
The little one gets no dessert this evening. Adusa will make sure.
To understand the path that Montclair follows, you must understand how he came to walk upon it. I believe the key to stopping him hides within my own memories.
Count Verandis is a kind and caring master. I'm grateful for everything he's done for me. Yes, and I'm honored to share my lifeblood with them. And in exchange, they take care of me, provide for my every need. They treat me well.
This potion will allow you to dreamwalk through my memories. Perhaps your eyes will see what I have missed.
Still getting a hang of this feeding thing. Don't worry. We only feed on willing vassals or evil villains. And we never feed to excess. Except maybe on the evil villain.
I would never bring an outsider into my memories if I didn't believe it was imperative. The memories we will revisit, they are painful for me. It is with a heavy heart that I ask you to embark. Ask your questions then. I will answer what I can. Then we learn nothing new. Montclair continues his campaign and Rivenspire eventually falls. It is inevitable. Please, as you will see, nothing that will harm you, rest assured. The mixture contains various herbs, dusk nectar, and a few drops of my blood. But don't worry, it takes more than a little blood to turn someone into a vampire. They know me too well, and they are used to acquiescing to my will. They don't have the perspective, the distance, to see beyond what I saw. I need someone who has proven I must say, it's rather strange seeing you as...
Mother, please. You have to take the medicine. Rizal Jul can help you.
Sweet daughter. I can't go on like this. I don't want to spend my final days as an experiment. Instead, let me spend them with the ones I love.
Even in retrospect, reliving this is difficult. Her pain, her suffering. She had so much courage.
There has to be something more we can do. Verandis, can I talk to you for a moment?
My dear friend, Verandis. I'm glad you're here. You've always been so good to us.
Verandis, you must tell me. Why did this happen to Mother? Of all the people of Shornhelm, why her? Please, tell me there's a way to... I know you will. You've always been so gracious. A man who would do anything for those he cared about. No, now's not the time. We'll talk again later.
Layla doesn't have much time. I know it. She knows it. She's trying to be so strong, but... I swore I would never ask this of you. It goes against everything I believe in. But damn it, she's my wife. I don't want to lose her. I know. You swore an oath. No one should ever have to endure the things you've gone through because of what you are. But you're alive. That's more than my wife will be if you don't help her. You can't make that decision for her. Neither can I. But you can give her a chance. I know you care about her. You can't just stand there and watch her die. Thank you. I know she'll make the right decision. She may no longer be the woman I know, but at least she'll be alive. She'll be with me. I can still love her.
My dear friend, Verandis. I'm glad you're here, Verandis. After I'm gone, you need to continue to watch over my family. Wylan will need your strong, steadying presence more than... No, my friend. Your gift isn't the solution. Not for me. I refuse to accept an existence that forces me to watch as my children, my husband, everyone I know, ages before my eyes.
Something's wrong. I have vague recollections of talking to someone else, but why can't I remember? You need to look around. See what we missed.
This is hopeless. Baron Montclair forces me to mix concoctions that I know won't do any good. If he just... I'm talking about knowledge and ancient magic. I'm talking about the forgotten arts of the Ayleids themselves. Would you deny Our Lady any chance for a cure? No matter. I happen to possess an Ayleid relic, or at least a shard from one. But the Baron won't listen to me, especially since Our Lady started refusing my help. If I give you this stone, I knew I could count on you, Verandis Ravenwatch.
Without your help, my friend, I would have never recalled that Rizal Jul led us to the Ayleid relic. What else have I forgotten, I wonder?
3 cheers for Verandis! He gave me the means to save my beautiful wife.
Yes, to our dear friend Verandis. How can we ever repay him?
He is great, isn't he? And so handsome. But I want to cheer about this wine. By the divines, this stuff is delicious!
We were so happy at this moment. We were all together. Friends and family. Enjoying each other's company. For the final time.
Verandis, may I speak to you for a moment? Alone?
I don't recall speaking with Layla. Why can't I remember that?